Good morning. I can't find one of my shoes, so I don't really know. I don't know where to look for it. I'm wearing one shoe. But yeah, I can't find my other one. I just packed up my laptop bag, which looks like a backpack, and because I'm 5'2", it makes me look like a child. Like yesterday, I swear I was like running late, and so I was running somewhere with my backpack, and I was like, I assume that someone's going to think, besides the fact that I'm obese, that I am 12 years old and running to class. All right, so I have to go, actually, before I leave, I need to go to the post office because I made my first sale of makeup yesterday. I'm trying to get rid of a lot of stuff. So I made my first sale, so I need to go drop that off and then head to my client. She need to be there in an hour, which is 9:30. And yeah, I'm still can only find one shoe. And I'm just honestly perplexed about it because, like, well, I was wearing two shoes yesterday, and the place where I found one of the shoes, it's like, why would I not have the other shoes, you know? So the only thing I can think of is that, yeah, I'm literally sorry. I'm like digging on the ground. Yeah, I have no idea where my shoe is. So let me try to find that. And so as it turns out, the post office isn't open till 9, and I just don't think that I can swing that. So I think they give you 2 days to put it in the mail. So I guess I'll have to go. If I can't do it this afternoon, let's just put it this way, I'm gonna try to do it this afternoon. I don't know, I'll have to find a post office because I won't be near my house. So, all right, well. Okay, so it's a day later. I'm sorry, I just looked and I realized that there's the DVD that was in my DVD player is just, I don't know, it just slid out for some reason. Okay, we're gonna close that right up. Maybe I accidentally stepped on it or something, I don't know. Oops, did not mean to get that close. Okay, so basically what happened yesterday was, after I stopped talking to you, I actually decided to wait for the post office to open. Because I was like, look, I'm here. Just get it taken care of while you're here. You know what I mean? So then I go in. And this is total first world rant, by the way. And I'm aware. Like, I am so sorry that I'm even going to make this rant. But honestly, sometimes, like, you just kind of can't help it. Sorry, I'm trying to, the remote just won't work. These batteries won't work. I just have to get up and do it myself. Now I sound like my mother. Okay. So, sorry. The lady working at the post office was one of the most unsavory people that I've ever met in my life. And it was just one of those things where I know that you're a public servant. I know you don't make that much. But I was going in there to ask questions because I needed to ship something. I wasn't super clear on the box that I needed to use, and wasn't really super clear on what I needed to do. And I needed, apparently, some extra supplies, which I didn't come prepared with, because it's almost like I didn't know what I was doing, and almost like I was going to a professional service to ask them for help. So I go. The most unsavory woman was pretty much like, well, you should have come more prepared when I asked for because, like, basically she was rude to me about the packing label, which was a pre-purchased one. So, like, I don't know, it's someone else bought it, okay? Like, it's a purchase label. So on the label, it said at the bottom, like, for use with like certain types of boxes. And so one of them said flat fee, regular boxes or whatever. And so I picked up one of the small boxes and I was like, hey, can I use this with this? Because I don't know if a small box is a regular box. Like, it's not like it was venti, regular, and large. I don't know. It was just weird. And so I don't really know that much about posting things. I've never really had to. So anyways, it was just, she was just rude about it. She was telling me that the label didn't cover the box. And I was like, okay, but it says it covers flat fee. And she was like, where does it say? And I was like, it literally says at the bottom that like the company that printed the pre-printed label for me was authorized to use flat fee boxes, but it said regular flat fee again. So like, that wasn't even my question. Like, I just genuinely was like asking a specific question and she was just so rude. So then she was like, use an envelope. And I was like, okay, but it's fragile. So I don't want to do that because it's fragile. I want to put it in a box with the bubble wrap and fucking bubble wrap and anything else I had. I took packaging materials from other people's packages and did that. And literally, oh my God, I've been going on about this for 4 minutes. Kill me. Just basically, she was so rude. And then finally, like, I figured out I was using the right box. And so I was like, okay, well, can I borrow some scissors and some tape so that I can cut the label out? Because I didn't, like I said, I didn't know, like, you know, FedEx, you can like fold the label in half and stick it in an envelope. So like, I didn't know I was going to need to like cut out a label and like affix it with something. Like, I had no idea. That's why I went to ask. And the lady was just so, like I said, she pretty much was just like, well, you can buy some. Like, she literally had scissors right there sticking out of her thing. And I'm almost positive there was some tape in that bitch. She could have let me have, but no. So pretty much I ended up having to take my package. I rushed to work. Then I couldn't find tape anywhere that I went, actually. It was a thing. I was looking for packing tape, not Scotch tape. But I basically just searched around and then eventually I found some tape and I put it in the mailbox, and here we are 12 hours later and I still have not gotten confirmation that the package was accepted by the post office. And so I'm kind of like, okay, is this normal or not? So now I'm worried that I used the wrong box or something. Like, just, God, this all sounds so fucking tragic, and it's literally just about a fucking makeup palette. All right, anyways, I just got done from the eye doctor. I was laughing because everybody always tells me that my eyes aren't that bad. And so I went in there and I was like, oh, well, I know my prescription's not that bad. And the doctor was like, what do you mean it's not that bad? And I was like, well, you know, like, I feel like people always like try on my glasses and will be like, oh, this isn't that bad. And he was like, you'd have what we call a significant eye problem. Thanks, Dr. David. All right, now I'm off to therapy. I don't think I have much else going on. I just want to do nothing. 'Tis it. Maybe I'll have something to report. Maybe I'll get a 6-minute video of me ranting about the most unsavory postal worker in the world. Hello, I'm back from therapy. Okay, so I feel like it's sometimes in life people perceive me as a know-it-all, and I respect that. But I definitely was having, sorry, I thought I got a text message. I definitely was having a moment where I was talking to somebody and they were just like mispronouncing a word 4 or 5 times in a row. Like, I couldn't take it anymore, and I was like, hey, I know that this is super petty. Just call me Petty Lou Who. And I was like, but it's pronounced glacier, not glacier. Does anybody, and so I Googled this word before because I've heard a couple different people mispronounce it. And it does say glacier, says sometimes pronounces glacier. I've honestly only heard that like from these 2 specific people, to be honest. So I just want to know, Do you guys say glacier or glacier? Or do you not even say that word? I couldn't help it. I was like, hey man, I'm sorry. I just don't know. So the other thing I wanted to tell you guys is that I was at my client today, and I went to use the restroom, and I was like, I felt like the walls were like abnormally shiny, and like legit this is a picture up through the wall. That's how shiny it is, okay? That's the stall door at the bottom. You can see it. So it was so freaking shiny that I could legit see my whole body. And so I like walk out, and this is like my first time using the client's bathroom, or I think I used it once before, but I was in a rush or something. I don't know, didn't pay attention. So I was like, I like walked out, and I like looked at the owner of my client, and I was like, hey, I've noticed that like the bathroom doors are really shiny. And he just like rolled his eyes at me, and he was just like, ugh. He was like, the guy who he hired to paint was like bragging that he got this paint from a surplus Lexus dealership. So it was car paint. That was car paint. That's why it's so shiny on there, because it's Lexus car paint. And it's so unsettling. Like, imagine trying to go pee and you're just looking at yourself. It's horrible. All right, kids. I ranted for 6 minutes about the Postal Service. And, well, now I'm just donezo for the night. I might post this. It's probably only a couple minutes long. I might post this. I might not. So if you see it, I probably left this in for comedic value. Not sure of anything else. But anyways, I'm gonna eat some hard-boiled eggs. Have a nice... Whew. Ugh. So sorry. Have a nice night.